Hello again. Apologies for not making any videos recently. I've been off with a rotten cold, and there's no way that you would want to hear me hacking and coughing, spluttering away whilst trying to produce a video. So I apologise if I do have the occasional cough during this one, but I will do my best. Anyway, today's video is to show you the trades that I took. Oh, and the other reason I haven't made many videos recently is purely because this is just repetitive stuff now. All the other previous videos should tell you exactly what you need to know. If you want to put anything in comments asking me about the charts and any particular questions you may have about this method of trading, then I'll be happy to answer them, providing they're on topic and just about the charts and price action and so on and so forth, and this particular method. But yeah, there is very little point producing day on day videos of the trades I take, because the method is exactly the same every time. We just look at the chart, in this instance the H1 chart here. First trade of the day, I knew I wanted to be going long. There is no way I would want to be going short against all this massive uptrend here. We have to be aware of what's on the left hand side here in terms of resistance, and factor that into things, but it is just a question of trading the price as I see it. So excuse me, drop down a time frame, study what's going on. We can clearly see it's moving up 30-minute increments, and with the odd pullback candle there, the red candles. 15-minute, we didn't have a pullback there, and basically what I do is get up at 6 a.m, look at the charts, decide which direction, we'll know I'm long, and then wait for a reason to enter. And as you can see, we had an entry, if you like, prior to 6 a.m, so that was no good to me. Once I'd watched this pullback here, we'd had the alert there, so I knew precisely I needed to wait for an alert to the long side. This is the 5-minute chart we're on now. I'll pull the trade onto the chart, and as you can see, once we got that 5-minute alert, I was long, and got a nice 18 pips out of that trade first thing in the morning. Second trade I've just taken now, and similar scenario. We were in a pullback situation here. I knew I wanted to be going long again. There was no way I wanted to be going short into all of this sort of support over here. So it was just a question of waiting for the correct sequence of alerts. So as you can see, I'm watching the pullback here, the big red 1 hour candle. We hadn't reversed to the downside on the hourly, so it's safe to take the next one, meaning the 30-minute, the next time frame below. We can see we had the pullback created an alert. So bearing in mind you're watching this candle by candle, so you watch these pullbacks, you see a 5-minute, you wait for a 5 minutes to the long side. Even if I'd had a 5-minute to the long side here, I would have been thinking possible deeper pullback due to the time of day, so just wait and watch what's going on. It did turn into a 15-minute pullback, so we knew then we had to have a 15-minute alert to the long side in order to get into the trade. The 30-minute pulled back then, as I said just now, so I knew I had to wait for a 30-minute to go long, which I did patiently. So it's all about patience and discipline, and that's why the alert's so useful to us, because it just forces you to wait carefully. Now, in fact, I didn't apply the absolute patience and discipline I should have done this morning. The reason being I was looking at different chart patterns, in particular the 2B, but I'll talk about that in a moment. But if I had waited for the proper pullback and then entry, I would have got a 10 pip better entry on this particular trade, so it would have given me 25 pips instead of just 15 or so. and here's the correct entry. We immediately got the alert to the long side. It pulled straight back on the 1 minute. Now if I hadn't have hit that, then I could have waited for the best possible opportunity, which was this candle here, and got in, as I say, quite a few pips behind it. And if you look at the 5 minute as well, just check that it didn't alert to the downside on the 5 minute, so we were good to go on the 1 minute chart there. That was the perfect entry there. Again, that's because I didn't apply the patience and discipline that I should have. But the reason for taking this trade, I'll explain the 2Bs now, is purely because I could see this pattern. This is a 2B pattern here. It's not quite as clear as it might be, but there's swing 1, there's swing 2, there's swing 3. Here's the poke bar, trigger bar, call it what you like. You can see it's pulled back to this level here, and it's going up. Now that's what we've actually got here as well is another 2B within this 2B. So if we called that swing 1, that would be the target according to Vic Sporandio up here of this 2B reversal. Swing 1 all the way down to there, swing 2 there, and swing 3 there. If you look at the 2B pattern, you'll see why I'm drawing it like this. And this is the move based on this huge great big swing 1 here. Now if we look at this carefully, you can see another swing 1 here. If we go to the 1 minute, you'll see how that works. Excuse me. Yeah, we're over here. There's swing 1, there's swing 2, and here's swing 3. So you can clearly see this area here that I entered as a result of is Vic Sporandio's entry area. If you look at the 1 minute, you'll see what I mean by that. Tidy up those lines a bit. That's swing 3, that's swing 2, that's swing 1. Sporandio would have put his low on that, and he would have said take the trade off of the candle that broke through that low is this one here, and as you can see it came and touched it almost to the pip by the looks of it. It did there. So that entry there was as a result of this 2B here, and actually you can see you've got another 2B going on here. It's just absolutely insane, this chart pattern. There's swing 1, there's swing 2, there's swing 3 and the lower low. Sporandio says put your level on the low of there. That's the candle that was acting as resistance becomes support. There's the level there on the high of that little red candle there, this one. And as you can see, price popped back to it, or broke through it, tested it, and then it hasn't looked back. So this is all about 2Bs within 2Bs. Those were the 2 trades that I took this morning. I hope the video, and by using 2Bs within 2Bs, we're really talking about trends within trends as well, which is what we trade really. That's the whole process of this. And if you look here, you can see 2B again. You've got a swing 1, swing 2, swing 3, and this area here has been used as resistance. This is obviously an hourly chart, so it's a massive amount of movement in the price there. But price patterns work, and they work time and time again. So you've just got to build up your confidence with them, and get an indicator like this: 3 moving average crossing the 10 moving average, down with a close for the pink arrow, up with a close through the levels, or the price closes through the 10 MA, the 3 closes through the 10 MA to get your indicator the long side. And that's it. Hopefully the video's been of value to you. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.